up, everybody? My name is Sebastian Bleak, and we are off the clock. Man, I'm super hyped today because we actually got one of my Adobe heroes on the line today. But before we jump into that, in case you never checked this out before, a reminder, we're off the clock. It's just me and another creative professional chopping it up about some nerdy stuff that we're excited about. So you guys get to come in and listen in, kind of eavesdrop on us. And yeah, so today we got the Super Pro running one of my favorite Adobe user groups right here in Southern California. I actually used to drive 2 hours on my day off. I used to borrow a car. One time I even rented a car just so I could go check this guy speak at his user group. And I even got to talk at one of his user groups, which is a big deal for me. So I'm happy to introduce you guys to Mr. Stephen Burns. How's it going, sir?
I'm doing pretty well. How you doing, Sebastian? Great to be here.
I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. Can't believe I got you on here, man. I'm telling you, I used to drive for hours just to go watch you talk.
Remember that one time? Remember that one time you stayed at my house one?
Yeah, man, we crashed over because we're gonna have that big event. Yeah,
we sure did.
Yeah, me and Andrew Kavanaugh crashed on your living room floor. I forgot about that.
That's right.
Oh man, that was fun.
Had the couch, the other one had the floor.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Nah, I'm good anyway, man. I took out anywhere. I'm usually the guy sleeping on the floor of the studio and stuff like that. But nah, that was fun. I totally forgot about that, man. Shout out to Andrew. We gotta do it again. You gotta get me back out there again soon, bro. That's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, would love to. Matter of fact, I've got. I think I have an opening in May.
Oh man.
Coming up. So check out. It's the first Saturday of every month. San Diego Photoshop Users Group meeting. We meet at the Art Institute of California. Normally the first Saturday of the month, at about 1 o'clock until 4 o'clock p.m. I usually schedule 2 presenters. We've got a guy coming up now that is a fabulous artist. In fact, it's a concept artist.
Ooh, cool.
So Anthony. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his last name, but I'll look it up in a little bit.
Right.
Anthony is a concept artist. Fabulous stuff. He's going to be talking about digital painting and also photo compositing. Awesome. So it's going to be it's going to be a great meeting.
Oh, dude, that sounds cool. Yeah, and I like the location too. That was my first time ever being in one of those places. I was blown away.
Oh yeah, it was. We were very fortunate. I mean, we meet at the artist, as I mentioned, the Art Institute of California, and it is a great spot, and we lucked out. I mean, basically, we actually started meeting at their location when the first year that they built that new building.
Oh, cool.
Where they're at now. And so I developed a great relationship with them. Yeah. So they share this space with the group free. They give us 3 classrooms. You open up the dividers, so it's a big long classroom. We can fit about 100 people, a little bit over in there, but
that's awesome space. Big old place with a bunch of people, and then you have those projectors and stuff like that. So there's
3 projectors in the entire room, so it doesn't matter where you sit.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no bad seat.
It's a great seat everywhere. Yeah. So those of you guys out there who's attending watching this, and if you're in town this Saturday. March 4th or 3rd? What is it? It's this Saturday, March. I'll check my calendar over here. I forget what it is, but it's March 3rd. Right, March 3rd, 2018. Of course.
Right
okay.
Right on.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
That sounds like fun, man. So what's up? You gonna talk to me about some 3D today or what?
Yeah, why not? I mean, why the heck not? I mean, I've been doing these Twitch presentations, so I tell you what, I will.
So what is it though? You said like a 3D environment, or what is it? What are we doing?
I don't know what we're doing. You said we just make it up as we go.
Cool. Yeah.
You told me.
Yeah.
Don't make up any tutorials.
Yeah. I don't want you to prep. Stuff like
do
that.
Whatever. But here, I'll share with you. How about this? How about if we start like we'll go to my Behance site, right? We're going to be on the site, and we'll take a look just so that those who are kind of like stepping in and listen to us chat around can get to know who I am, just in case anybody comes on and doesn't know who I am. Okay, so Behance. All right, so for those of you out there who don't know what Behance is, it comes with your Adobe subscription. It's basically, wouldn't you agree, Sebastian? It's probably Facebook for artists.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's like Facebook, and then I hear a bunch of people get jobs from there, so you might throw in a little LinkedIn in there.
Oh yeah. So LinkedIn. I mean, basically, you can. It's like your own personal website with all of your artwork. It's catered to your artwork, and I tell you what,
clean layout. That's what I really like. The layout's really clean.
Yeah, it's a very clean layout. And I got mine. I tell you what, I'll start with my books here. I mean, my latest book, 3D Photoshop for the Creative Professional. Okay, so this came out last year, and it comes with an app, and the app works for Android or Apple. So right here, if you're looking at this cover, this is the cover of the book. 3D Photoshop, and this cover you're looking at is all 3D. Completely done in Photoshop.
Man, can't tell you, 3D has always intimidated me, and the only little project I've done a couple little projects, and they're based off of like your tutorials, like that one where I think it's that one where you have you create this orb and then a ring around it, like the
right.
I did that one, and I also did your you did a gun or something like that, like a Star Trek gun or something.
Oh yeah, like a feature that's coming up. I'll show you that. But the book is designed for making 3D. Now, this is all done natively 3D in Photoshop.
Awesome.
And if you're looking at images that you're going to be creating in the book, this everything here. There's no third-party program in this, which is what is fun about it. I wanted to design a book. I wanted to design a book so it's like it addresses both visual, audio, and textural type of a concept where the app you can actually zoom into the 3D objects, move the 3D objects around, and compare your object with what you're creating in the book. And these are images for each chapter that you're creating. You're creating these 3D objects. Everything is modeled, textured, lit, and rendered in Photoshop.
Awesome.
Photoshop 3D is really fun stuff. So what do you
think about that though? Do you get a lot of people telling you that they're intimidated by 3D in Photoshop?
Oh yeah. No,
and what do you usually tell them?
Oh yeah, Sebastian, you're so right. They're really intimidated. I tell them it's like learning anything. It's like we're all like how many people are intimidated by Photoshop?
Right.
A lot of people are intimidated by Photoshop.
Right.
And then now you got 3D. But what's going on is that 3D is becoming much more popular and much easier to do. I think Adobe has made 3D very easy to use.
Okay.
So now that you've got it in Photoshop, you don't have to buy a third-party program. Hell, go in there and play around with this. Buy my book and learn how to use it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now if we go over to here, I'll show you. Here's some other 3D models, and this was actually I did this for a Twitch stream. So I Twitch, and I was going to do that real quick. So right here, I'll go to my Twitch page so everybody can see that.
Go for it.
So Twitch, there we go. All right.
Go ahead, give me a follow. Make sure you sub.
Yeah, definitely, guys. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Sebastian. Make sure you follow. So in this Twitch stream, I was creating the flying sub, which I'm still creating the flying sub. So nice. Jump in on it. And in the videos, you know what? I don't know how Twitch counts this because it tells me I have 94 videos, but I have over 100.
Wow.
I know that I do. I know that for a fact that I upload over 100. I don't know what these numbers are supposed to mean up here. Or maybe I'm uploading them in the wrong place.
On mine, they actually fall off after like a couple weeks.
Yeah, but that's what's happened with me. But I thought that if you don't upload the video, then they'll fall off. But if you upload the video, they're supposed to be permanently there for good.
Oh, I see what you mean. You can upload it onto Twitch itself.
Right, exactly.
Right. Okay, I haven't tried that. Yeah, you're right.
Right, video section, yeah. So anyways, that's my Twitch page. So twitch.tv/ChromeIllusion. ChromeAllusion.
I always wanted to ask you, how'd you come up with that name, Chrome Illusion? Because I remember when I first met you, I was expecting your website to be StephenBurns.com or something like that.
Boring.
Good answer.
It was, you know what? I'll tell you. Let's go to my website. I'll show you. I'll tell you why it's called ChromeIllusion.com. It's just a little, I don't know. It just popped up. Here's my website here.
Inside stuff, man. Come on, let me into your world.
That's right. Enter into Steve's world. So, all right. So, in the site, I've got galleries here. Now, I'm going to share with you some older stuff and newer stuff. Actually, let me go to the stuff that I consider to be chromolutions.
Right.
So if I come, here we go. All right. So we'll take a look at this example here. All right. So before digital existed, right, I was doing stuff with photography that I consider to be fairly different. This is photography.
Yeah.
All right. So well, let me put it this way. The traditional photographer would not consider this photography, but this is made from photographic materials.
Right.
In other words, these are transparencies that I destroy, burn them up, use chemicals to destroy them, rip them up, step on them, squish them around on the floor, and then sandwich them back together again.
Yeah.
And then create something different.
Oh, that's cool. Tear it down and build it up.
Yeah, tear it down and build it up. So I was not relying on the camera to capture the image as the lens saw it.
Yeah.
I was simply using the lens to capture something as an intermediary product to create something different.
That's awesome. I like that you do similar stuff like this with a lot of your creations. Cause even when you draw, I remember hearing you talk about that. You kind of just move the pencil around and let something build up. Kind of like you kind of let these things just appear. You almost like you're almost like this conduit for this thing to get created. You know what I mean? That's
I think that was an excellent description, Sebastian. It was, and all the works are that way. I mean, this one too. I mean, this is part of the Chromolution project as well. Right. This is not 3D. You know, it's so that's all awesome. All of these were just. Let's just click on this one. These were just, destroyed imagery. Let me see if I got another gallery here. But here's another example. This was a self-portrait of myself.
All right.
Obviously, myself. And I just altered it, destroyed it, ripped it up, and used tools to just beat into the negative or the slide. I actually use both slides and negative, and that's what I produced from it.
That's cool.
And the same thing with this here. It's probably harder to see. The same thing with this here.
Nice.
And the same thing with that there.
Oh, that's really cool.
Now that's what color abstractions, chromolutions.
I like it. That's cool, man. That's cool.
So all right. So then that segued to digital. So I got into digital back in version 2.5 of Photoshop. Yeah. That's way before photographers and artists were getting into it.
Yeah.
And so I took off for doing photography for about 3 years because I was spending all that time trying to figure out what to do with digital.
Oh, okay. You were trying to figure out the new workflow.
Right. I was trying to figure out the workflow, how it worked, why it worked. For me, if I'm going to be an artist, I've got to understand my craft, right? I've got to be able to speak fluently with it so that I can, bring my emotions out onto the canvas.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't understand. Digital was a hell of a thing to learn. It was technical as hell. Remember back in those days, it was not user friendly.
Right.
Right. So then I started with Painter. This is all done in Photoshop, by the way, but I started with Painter.
Okay.
Painter I liked because it resembled more traditional media, but however, it was slow as molasses. It took me forever to get anything done. Yeah. So when I picked up Photoshop, I thought, well, Photoshop must be for people who just don't know how to do art, right? Because it was just too easy and too simple.
Yeah.
But I noticed something about Photoshop that fascinated me and that attracted my attention and that was Photoshop handled large amounts of data very, very quickly, very, very easily. So I thought, okay, maybe this is why it's industry standard, is because it's a lot easier to use and it seems to handle these large images really well.
Yeah.
So I decided to stick with Photoshop and learn it as best as I can, and these are some of the products from it.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, big thanks to the Knowles brothers.
Oh, absolutely. And I met one of the Knowles brothers at where was I? I was at SIGGRAPH in Los Angeles, sitting right next to him.
Oh wow!
I was sitting right next to him. In fact, I was when I looked over at him and started chatting with him, and I saw his badge. I mean, literally right next to me, and saw his badge and said Thomas Knoll. I said, "Are you the Thomas Knoll?" I became shy at that point.
I haven't gotten that close yet. The highest up the chain I got was Russell Preston Brown, and I thought I was going to fade. I thought I was going to fade when I met him.
Russell is so approachable.
Oh, yeah, no, he's amazing. That dude's amazing.
He is so approachable and so much fun to watch.
Yeah, he's like the nicest guy.
Right. I mean, you don't like get shy around Russell because Russell makes sure you don't get shy.
Yeah, that's what it was. I remember going up to him like, oh my god, like I was all, walking on my hands and knees, and he's like, nah, dude, it's cool, get up, and he made me feel real comfortable. He's cool, dude.
So I'll show you some. Let's see. Let's go to another gallery here. Let's go to. Let's try this one here. And this is part of the whole digital series.
Yeah.
Some of the older stuff. I'm newer stuff now. I'm working a lot in ZBrush, and
that program looks really cool.
ZBrush. It's magical, man. It's you can't screw around in learning it. You've got to learn it. You got to put the time into it. You can't complain about it. You just got to sit down and be disciplined and learn how to work. But if you know how to use it, it's absolutely incredible. I'm talking about it handles millions of polys with no problems at all. With literally no problems.
Man, I'm such a Adobe fanboy. Like that's all I use. But that ZBrush, yeah, that's one of the ones that outside of Adobe that I'm like, I really, really want to try.
Well, I've been a huge Adobe fan, right? But if you're going to be a digital artist, it can't just be about Adobe.
Exactly, and it can't. Yeah, right? It can't, like I remember, I think Justin Seeley was the one who used to always say that if you're doing it all in Photoshop, you're doing it wrong. He's like, you got to go try the different tools. Every application has like a specific tasks.
You've got to explore. You got to have fun.
And you even use Lightwave, right? I've seen
Lightwave. I'm the president of the San Diego Lightwave users group, and we have meetings every month, online on Twitch.
We got the president here. We got royalty in the building.
Yeah. I can here. I'll go to the website real quick. So for those, actually, you can actually put it in the link here, couldn't we?
Yep.
SDSCWW. So SD Lightwave. Let's see if I can actually do it. .com.
Yeah, just jump. Throw in the chat. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, SDLightwave.com. And I'll tell you what I'll do also is I'll go ahead and put my Twitch site into the chat as well.
Perfect.
Did that.
That way anybody watching the VOD, they'd be able to just go ahead and click on that link.
Yeah, exactly. Behance.net. And let's go to my real quick, go to my actual come on.
And what's Lightwave? What's Lightwave, bro? I don't even know anything about it.
I'll show you Lightwave, definitely. Lightwave's coming up. All right, so there we go. So you got my Behance site, you've got my homepage, you got the Lightwave page. All right, now Lightwave. Here, I'm gonna bring up Lightwave real quick. All right, so Lightwave is the 3D program that was pretty much industry standard way before Maya came along.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people use Maya now, but it wasn't Maya in the beginning. It was Lightwave. So Lightwave was a full-featured animation package. I'll bring up some of the stuff I've been doing on Twitch. I think you're gonna like this.
Right,
I'll bring up the flying sub I'm working on, the Sea View. I'll bring up the Eagle One from Space 1999. So I figured, a cool way to kind of build a little bit of a 3D following is to kind of build things that people remember when they were a kid.
That's a good point.
Right. So let's see, what have I got here? And how about if we bring up? I don't want to bring up that one. Let's bring up something else. Let's bring up the Sea View because I'm just about almost completed with that one. So I put all my Lightwave files or projects in a single folder called Lightwave Projects, and they're all subcategorized. So in 3D, here I'll hit the S key and go to Sea View. There we go. Double click it, and under my objects, now you notice inside the Sea View, I've got everything broken up in all these little categories like backup and exports and image. All 3D programs work this way.
Okay.
In Photoshop, you can organize everything in one familiar category, like the name of your client, and then under that category, the date of the shoot, right? In the 3D program, every single project is going to have several different folders, and they're going to basically house a 3D attribute. For example, the object, the images, any exports that you make, the scenes, which is your animation scenes. They all go in separate folders. So in the C view, I'm gonna double click that one. You can see all my different versions of C view that I saved here. There's a lot. So I'm gonna go to the one for Twitch that I've been playing around with. And let's go over to this one there. I think that was one of the latest ones.
Man, that's cool. You got a bunch of projects, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I keep it light, man. That's crazy.
All right. So what we'll do is. Okay, so I'm gonna go to texture. Okay, so there she is.
Whoa,
right.
That's really cool.
All right, so here we go. So this is the top view, right? The top view here, my front view here, my right view there. But I'm gonna just show the perspective view, and there's the C view.
Man, I like how clean it moves around. You know.
Oh, it's fast. This is the new Lightwave 2018, and it's fast. I mean, it's like really, 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 really fast. I'm using walking pen. So that is, so it's not done yet. I'm still finishing it up, but this is kind of the beginning stages of the C view.
Man, that's really cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, man, I love it. I'm like, it's like, I don't know, it's like a new way of, I don't know, I used to build models and stuff, like, you know, the little cars, the joints and stuff like that. I know this is different because it's digital, but there's something familiar about that. Like, it's really cool.
Well, that's exactly what it is. It's like, I know when I was a kid, it was like, I would remember you used to have your friends over your house, and you build models together.
Yeah, exactly.
Your testers, paints, and your glues, and all that stuff. and then you always smelling the glue. But now look, there's no more glue, there's no more paints, there's no more X-Acto knives. You're cutting up your fingers like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I was just talking to somebody about that the other day. Like, I remember like wanting to paint it, but then not waiting all the way to dry because you have to wait like a day or two, and then like I used to be really impatient with it. But my other friends were really good at it, and they'd make some like really elaborate models that were, you know, amazing.
Oh yeah.
No, but this is really cool. This reminds me of that. Without cutting yourself up, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go look at another model. I got a weapon I did in here too. So
check it out.
Okay. Oh yes, check it out. All right. So let's go back.
I like too when you have like multiple pieces together, because at first I couldn't wrap my head around that. That's why I liked one of your sessions. How like you started combining things.
Well, let me show you this. That's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up. Look up here. See this little orange little squares here.
Yep.
Those are layers. So let me hit F7. F7 is a shortcut for layers in Photoshop, right?
Right.
It's also a shortcut for layers in Lightwave.
Oh, cool.
Here are my layers, and there they all are. So everything's put together in layers. So if I zoom in closer, okay, and if I turn off the body.
Oh, that whole piece goes. Oh, okay.
Cool. The whole piece, everything. That. Now we're just viewing the body of the ship. And now the upper bridge. I want to just view that.
There you go.
All right. They're all in layers.
All
right. So let's let me close all these objects out real fast. Don't save it, and let's go get another one. Let's go get how about let's do the ego next. All right, let's go up to here, go back up two more actually. All right, hit the E key, go to the ego, there we go, go to objects, and right down here, ego twitch.
Nice and efficient, I like that.
Oh, yeah.
I like how you maneuver in there.
Look at that.
Whoa, that's awesome. Dude, how long did that take? It looks like so many pieces. I mean, right away I'm starting to think like.
I recorded this all on my Twitch page, right? So on, let's see, I should have it here right in front of me, I think. Yeah, right here. Okay, so on my Twitch page here, under the videos, they're all there.
Awesome.
All right, there's some digital painting stuff I was doing here,
So
but
you ended up doing that one in one session, or
no,
multiple sessions?
no, this is a bunch of different sessions.
Okay, cool.
No, you can't. So it's like all of you get in detail.
Man, I know all the detail and all the little pieces right away. I'm just thinking of the time and the patience and determination that it took in there.
And that's what being a digital artist, does for you. It teaches you patience.
Yeah. But do you get lost in there too? Do you find it kind of like calming for you sometimes that you have all your focus into this one thing?
Well, yeah. Matter of fact, sometimes I run out of ideas. Like this little detail stuff on here.
Yeah.
Isn't accurate to the real movie. This is just stuff I created to make it give it more detail, right?
Right.
So if I ever get lost for ideas, I go right over to my let's see, www Pinterest.
Nice.
All right. And I get ideas. I go and look at other people's stuff. I look at stuff like this.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Oh, that's great. Because I do that too, so thank you. Like now I'm like, all right, I'm doing it right.
You are.
If Stephen Burns is doing it like that, I know I'm in the good place. I know I'm doing good.
So I've got here's the flying sub, for instance, right?
Yeah.
I made categories for everything, and there's all my flying sub references.
I like that.
I use these all for references for my 3D model.
Man, it's so cool. It looks like a stingray almost.
Yeah, it does. It is. I think that's what it was designed after. It's a stingray, including sea view. Everybody loves Spline. I'll show you that next. All right.
Hey, did you ever finish your self-portrait in 3D?
Oh man. Okay. Let me see if I've got that. I may have that.
I remember seeing on Facebook a couple of the progresses, and I saw people giving you comments and stuff like that.
I think I have the 3D head over here. Let me see if I have it next to me on the table.
What? You printed it out?
Yeah, I printed it. I just bought a 3D printer, dude.
Oh, dang, Stephen Burns.
My Facebook post?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, here it is. My Facebook post. I'll go to Facebook. It'll be faster. Here we go. All right, so right over here, I'll show you the printer I got.
Dang, that's so cool. Because that's what I was thinking. You're doing all these 3D things. I'm like, man, all he's missing is a 3D printer. He would have been set. Oh, remember that day?
Yeah, there it is. Okay, so check this out. Check this out.
Yeah.
This printer here. I went halves on it with another artist.
Yeah. Good.
So
smart.
We keep it in my place.
Even smarter.
So he has nowhere to put it anyway.
Yeah.
But he gets to print with it. So check this out. It's a Chinese product. It's a CR10.
Okay.
The volume printing space, 12 inches by 12 inches by 14 high.
Okay.
That's pretty good size.
Good. Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
And what's the cost? $382.
Whoa, you serious?
Serious.
Dang. How do you like it? How do you like working with it?
I did a lot of research on this one, and it gets incredible reviews. It's a high resolution printer.
Dang, that's awesome.
All right, and it will print not only with ABS. Oh gosh, I got a picture of it somewhere. But it not only print ABS, it also print with gold and copper.
Dang, this is awesome. Man, it's like the future. My friend has a 3D printer now. This is crazy.
And it's gonna be here. Hey, let's see. We've got Counter Space. Welcome.
Right on. Right on.
Doing? Welcome. So you made it. Yes, welcome here. We're talking about a 3D printer I just bought, a CR10.
What up, Kyle?
Is Kyle here too?
That's Kyle. Kyle's AKA's Clutter Space. I spilled the beans. He's right. that's his alias. So
okay. All right. So it's made in China, but it's really high, great reviews by everybody. And it comes in 3 parts.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is it easy to set up? Does it talk to your computer okay? Like
a friend of mine, giving a shout out to Brian Haberlin.
Woo.
He's bought 4 of them.
4?
Okay. He bought 4 of them.
Man.
He's got each one dedicated to a certain project.
Right.
So he says he's got them. I went to a studio, checked it out. So it's compartmentalized. So like most 3D printers are kind of like one big piece, and you just put the spool in there, and it's all self-contained.
Yeah.
This one, here's the control box, sits off by its side.
Okay.
The spool attaches on top of the control box, off to its side.
Okay.
And then the cord comes out, or the plastic comes right out and just attaches to the feeder up here on the handle.
Wow. That's crazy.
Right?
That thing does look awesome.
It's simple. It's super simple, but it gives you a lot more flexibility.
Right.
So fun stuff.
That's really cool. I gotta bug you another day and see. I want to see your 3D head, man. That'd be awesome.
I mean, there was a guy. I was watching a video. A guy who used this printer to print chainmail.
Oh, are you serious?
I'm not kidding. He print chainmail, and then when it was done printing, he picks it up and it's all flexible and.
I've heard of that you could actually there's some 3D printers that will make linking rings now.
Yes, it'll make linking rings. So Color Space says, "What's up? That thing looks awesome." Which one? You mean the Eagle or the 3D printer?
Yeah, he saw the 3D printer for sure, and then even this thing looks awesome, man.
Yeah, this is the beginning of the Space 1999 Eagle 1. Yeah, a lot of detail in that.
Awesome,
I've got to add a lot more detail to be had in this thing.
Even more?
Yeah, a lot more. No, and wait, there's more.
Dang. I like that you could go inside and you kind of see the little fans.
Go all the way inside. Basically, you get bored. You can just do this all day long.
How could you get bored with this?
Oh
awesome.
Man, I spend a lot of nights at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning just playing around, you know.
Man, when you zoomed in through it, it reminded me of like, I don't know, old sitcoms when people would take a pill and go inside some, like, I don't know, like the Jetsons, and you're flying inside somebody or something.
Yeah.
Some weird.
All right, so I'll show you next. I'll show you let's see, I'll show you the flying sub next. It's not finished yet, so just keep that in mind. Just getting started, so we'll go back up here.
Man, how do you find the time for all this, bro? You gotta.
You should know the answer to that. You don't have kids.
Yeah, you know what people always ask me. Yeah, I feel you.
And I just think, you know what? If I want to buy a 3D printer, I don't have to ask my wife.
There you go. Make it happen.
No, don't have to. I don't have to ask for permission.
Right.
I just go buy it.
Make it happen. That's it. Let's do it.
All right. Let's see. Let's go. Eagle. Let's go to the flying sub. There it is, right there in front of me. Objects, and let's go down here to the last one. Flying sub 7B. Yeah. Okay. That's one of the. Okay. Let's go to my layers and let's view this. And come on. A minute. Roll away. There's my layers, and is it this one? Or was it that one? It's that one, yeah.
There we go.
I don't think that was the finished one. Let me see. I can see it with the. Okay, 7B. I know I had. Oops, stop it. Here's one with the wings attached.
Nice. That looks super cool. And you'd be able to print this out on your printer?
Yeah, I can print that on my printer. That's exactly what I want to get this as detailed as I can get it.
Yeah.
And then just print it out. Get a nice print of this. And show it on. Actually, when I get the printer, Sebastian, I'm gonna actually. It comes in the box. So you have to put it together, right? There's little adjustments you have to make. I think I'm gonna make that a whole Twitch presentation.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think I'm making a whole Twitch presentation.
That'd be super cool.
Let's see. Now let me show you the weapons. So man, these are fun. The fun stuff is like, I know no guns isn't popular right now, but those are the fun things to print.
Yeah, I mean, like you said earlier, I really like what you said earlier, that like, recreating things from your childhood, stuff that you used to like long. The nostalgia side of things.
Right. Let's see. Is it this one here? There's another one too. Let's see. I'll do this one. Object. Okay, and let's open that one up. There she is.
Oh, cool.
I have another one. That's
Again, just when I see these, I just like start thinking of like the different pieces, like, you know.
Oh yeah.
that you
I
have
see
to put
this one.
together.
There's so many pieces is in here. So here's the layers. These are all the different layers. So the way I broke it up, because I was going to set it up as if I was going to fold it up like it would be folded in reality. So let's see how I've got this here. Let's pull this in a little bit more so it's easier to see. Pull this over here. There we go. Let's see. There we go. You can see how I broke all this up into pieces.
Nice.
Every little piece. That's the silencer, and that was the scope, the arm support. These are the
Tiny little pieces.
the rivets.
Oh.
Yep, I designed those rivets. I want to make it as real as possible.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll build something real quick too. That might be kind of fun for you to see.
Yeah, let's see, man. I'm not even familiar with Lightwave, so yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Let's go ahead and all right. So if I turn them all back on, and then they all come back together, and I've got another one. Let's see. I'm forgetting the name of it, but did I do a lightsaber in here? I did the lightsaber I did in Photoshop. I know. I don't remember doing the lightsaber in Lightwave yet. Here it is, Code Commando. All right, objects and number 2.
Right on.
I'll turn on the texture so that you can see texture wire, so you can see the geometry.
Oh, cool.
That's the geometry.
That looks really clean.
Yeah. I try to get them as clean as possible.
Well, dude, because anytime I try to do something with 3D, my wireframes start looking all start looking crazy, all tangled up.
You know what? You've got to simplify everything. You can't start sophisticated.
Right.
It's like doing a drawing, right? You do simple, broad shapes, simple, large groups of shadow. You don't try to throw down detail.
That makes sense. Yeah, you do like these big blockouts first. That makes sense.
Yeah. And you stay that way all the way through the entire process. And the less detail you give, the more detail you get.
Okay.
It's the weirdest thing. I'll show you more. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just close all these out real quick just to save on memory. And let's open up some more. Let's see.
This is really cool, man. Thanks.
Isn't this cool? Yeah, you're welcome. I got a dinosaur. I got a stegosaurus in there. I said I'll show you the flying sub. You know, I did this Martian Warwalker thing. I did my own design of a Martian Warwalker.
Oh, let's check it out.
And it was done for a short film.
Yeah.
But there's a falling out between me and the guy doing the film. So, wait a minute. This is not the final piece. Oh, I thought that was the final piece. Hold on, man. I think there's another one in there. Hold on a second. I thought that was the final one. Martian Warwalker 2. If I go back up, magnifying glass. Huh. I know it's in here because I've. Let's see if there's anything in that you might be interested in. Ooh, here we go. Star Trek Constitution class starship.
Right on.
All right. Ooh, look at all those. Oh man. Okay, so Starship 9 frozen. Now, it's been a while since I've been back to this photo, so I don't remember. So let me just come in here and open one up and see what I get.
All right.
There she is.
Whoa.
There she is.
Man, there you go. That shape, dude. You can't miss that. There's no mistaking this.
There she is.
Wow.
I built that all in Lightwave.
Oh man, it's super cool.
It's clean. It's really clean.
It's shiny too.
Shiny. You can make it as shiny as you want, and you can make it as dull as you want.
Oh, man.
Look at that. Isn't that fun?
That's
I had this
super
model.
cool.
I've got this model. I think it's over here. Hold on a second.
And you get to make all the toys that you ever wanted.
Yeah. I mean, okay. So, no, the 3D printer that I'm getting,
Yeah.
there's parts on it that are plastic, right?
Yeah.
Well, you don't buy new parts. You just 3D print them out.
Ah, dude, are you serious? Because, you know, that's... Oh, man, you're kidding with me. Because, like, that's...
They give you the file. So you just 3D print it out. If something gets a little worn out, just print it out.
Oh, man, that's what I was going to say. Because, like, there's a little meme going around Instagram right now. It says,
Right.
you know, step 1, purchase 3D printer. Step 2, print 3D printer.
That's right.
Step 3, return 3D printer.
That's pretty funny. All right, so maybe I should just make something for you now.
If you could, that'd be great. Like, just kind of build something simple, nothing too crazy. I just
Okay.
kind of want to see what the workflow would be in Lightroom. I mean, in Lightwave, and then
All right,
and then if after that, if you could jump
and
into
you can
Photoshop.
bring it into Photoshop. I can bring it into Photoshop.
I want to see the Photoshop thing too. That'd be great.
All right.
So I keep telling you, man, I'm trying to baby step get less and less intimidated for 3D, and you're the guy to help me out with that. So
thank you, Clouder Space. I appreciate it. He loves the Enterprise.
Oh yeah, he's a nerd. He's a nerd like us.
All right. Okay. Oh, now let me show you. Okay. So if you like that, let me show you the Enterprise that I finished detailing. That's on my Behance account.
Right on.
Right here, Behance. And where is she? She is right there.
Whoa.
And it's not. There it is. That's fully textured in Photoshop.
That looks beautiful.
Isn't it lovely? She's a beauty. But it's not the Enterprise, it's the Pegasus.
But I mean, I'm tripping on the textures and stuff like that. Like how it looks all like you got like the space weathered. It looks like it's been flying around for a while, you know?
Yeah.
That's
Into
awesome.
a few nebulas.
Yeah. I love the text on it too. It looks amazing, man.
Oh yeah, well everything's UV mapped, so I can put the text wherever I want it and however I want it.
Oh, that's super fresh. And that's without the textures? Oh.
Yeah, that's without the textures. Isn't it the beauty?
So clean, man.
Yeah, if you
Dude,
learn...
I didn't know I was gonna get more impressed. I thought I already kind of knew what you were doing over there.
Now,
I had no idea.
so now here it is in Photoshop 3D. I imported it into Photoshop 3D to do all the texturing.
Oh, and you got your IBLs going.
Yeah.
I learned. You taught me that, and I got really excited. So every time I see it, I'm like,
So,
I know what that is.
Are you gonna come to the meeting tomorrow night at
I
LA?
I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna be there for tomorrow. I forgot what it was. I'm still actually recording a course, so
Okay.
I don't think so. Unless I finish my homework ahead of time, then I can run outside and play with you guys. Because Hannah was telling me to come check it out too, because she's gonna be out there. It'd be a good chance for me to catch up with all you guys.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not making any promises, but you might see a surprise.
All right.
I might surprise you guys.
So over here, let's see, Photoshop. This is my compositions. This is my photography.
Nice.
I figured I'll share with you for those who are watching. So I do Death Valley workshops. So I take photographers out to photograph, and we do a 4-day excursion where it's a class where we're critiquing your composition, your lighting, and then we have a Photoshop class to share with you how to enhance your work.
And you know what's there's something very calming about all your pieces in different medias too. Like this one, your 3D stuff. I mean, even your chrome illusion stuff. Even though it has a lot of colors and there's a lot of movement, it's still kind of like something calming about them to me. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but they're really chill. Like all your 3D stuff and even in your chrome illusion.
Thank you.
I like it. Oh man, these are great.
I've got a large 6-foot panel of this in metal.
Whoa.
Here at the house.
And where's that? Where's it's still same location, or is it somewhere else?
So this is the Central Coast workshop I did, and a lot of this is composited.
Oh, okay. Nice.
All right, that's a.
There we go. Get some distress going. A lot of movement.
All right, so I'll show you some of the illustrations that I do.
Nice. These cool environments.
Yeah, I love doing environment stuff.
Nice.
I'm not great at it, but I'll get better.
Nah, dude, you're awesome. I've been seeing you do some of these for a while. I remember you were doing this waterfall thing demo one time. I thought that was really cool. What is that? A gremlin? Is that a gremlin coming out?
Yeah. A friend of mine looked at it and says, "You know what? That's really cool, but if you had a creature hand coming out, then it'll be really." I said, "Okay." So I just quickly threw a creature hand together.
I like it. I like it. Oh, this is trippy.
3D in Photoshop.
It's just trippy because it's like the lower part of the image looks very familiar, and then you look above, so it's almost scary because it looks so realistic,
Right.
Awesome. Is that a real place, or you made
Nope.
that?
I made this.
Man, that looks like some factories I've driven by in the but prettier. Right. It's got those cool lights.
So here's some of the 3D illustration.
Right on. Oh, this is 3D too?
Yeah.
Nice.
The buildings in the car are 3D. The water I created inside of Photoshop.
And did you use Lightroom for this? Or I keep calling it Lightroom. Lightwave?
This one was Yeah. Now the car itself was I didn't build the car. Mm-hmm. In this particular case, it was something that was given to me to use for the particular chapter, but normally I build my own stuff.
Yeah, it's funny you mention that because I was just going to ask you if you ever, I don't know, grab some OBJs from, I know like Google has some or something like that, and kind of like use those to build up on.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, I remember seeing this one before. This one was great, dude.
Thank you.
Really great. This one stood out to me. I remember this one.
That one I built in Poser and then brought it into Photoshop to illustrate it. Mm-hmm. So Color Space says, what does Lightwave have that similar program like ZBrush? Another wants me to or Maya. So you want me to compare the differences between ZBrush, Maya, and Lightwave?
Cool.
Maya. We'll start with Maya. Maya is for a production pipeline where you have a programmers on staff that'll program ML scripts to kind of reorganize Maya into your particular pipeline. ZBrush is basically 3D for sculptors.
Yeah.
It's a fabulous 3D program. It's not full featured. In other words, it doesn't have animation. It has limited compositing features in terms of animation and compositing. Lightwave is full featured compositing, full featured modeling, animation, soft body effects, hard body effects, or capabilities. It has particle animations. It has everything. It's a full feature package, and it's designed for the single artist.
Right on.
Right. So I recommend. Lightwave. Lightwave is the least expensive full feature 3D package in the industry.
Oh wow. Okay. What other ones are considered full featured?
Maya's full featured. Yeah. Let's see. What would be? Cinema 4D would be considered full featured.
Cinema 4D was the one I was thinking of. Yeah, that's what we haven't talked about today.
Let's see. What's the cinema? No, not cinema. What's the other one? I'm forgetting the name. It's for the gaming industry. Oh gosh, what am I forgetting? Oh gosh, there's another one. It's I'll remember it in a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah. I mean, Lightwave is what I recommend.
Right on. I'm digging it, man. So far, what you showing me is amazing.
I also use ZBrush. ZBrush is fabulous.
Yeah, ZBrush just looks like fun to use. I like how you described it too. It's a modeling program. I don't know. I used to think of it kind of like 3D Photoshop, but that's not really as accurate as what you said. Like,
right.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, man.
So I did this one for Twitch. And that was a 3D hand that I built inside of. I think I utilized this. May have been Lightwave, or may have been Poser. If I forget, it was Poser. I brought in the Lightwave and finished it up, or fine tuned it, and then brought it into the Photoshop, textured it, did some digital painting and compositing to build this concept scene.
There you go. Oh, and Co is saying 3D Studio Max.
Oh, that's it. Is that Cole?
Yeah, Co's Ninja Crayons. I'm over here outing everybody's aliases.
Good. That's Cole Mariana?
Yeah, Co's street name is Ninja
Cole.
Crayon. That's his name in the streets.
Hey, man, how you doing? It's great to see you. So yeah, so Cole, I don't know if you're available tomorrow, but I'm going to be over at the LA Adobe User Group doing a presentation on on After Effects and Photoshop. So if you're around,
link up, pull up.
Yeah, I would love that. And I've got to get back to your group to do a presentation again. We've been talking about that, and I've just been so busy. So what I'll do is I'll shoot you off. I'll find you on Facebook. I'll shoot you off a message, and let's set something up. I'd love to come back again. I'd like to see you guys again.
Oh yeah, you gotta check them out, man. That's another one of those awesome user groups. Huge place, a bunch of cool people.
Right.
Pizza.
And Cole called it out. It was 3D Studio Max. That was the one I couldn't remember. Yeah. Absolutely. So, okay. So DTLA. Yeah. I'll be there. I'll definitely be there. So, Cole, I don't know if Cole, you probably just walked in, but I was showing him some stuff in Lightwave that I built. So this is the Constitution class starship I built in Lightwave from scratch.
I don't know if you've ever heard of that, bro. Pretty popular though.
Well, but Cole knows Lightwave. I mean, Cole's in that industry. So.
Oh, I meant the craft.
Oh, you mean the starship?
I don't know if he's ever heard of this.
If you never heard of the Constitution class starship, then you just take away your sci-fi card. You're not a Trekkie.
Oh man, and I like how you say the full name. that's how I know you're real. You say the full name.
So, and I think Cole came in a little late, but I'll show him the eagle real quick. I've got a folder for Nernies here. Nernies is that little detail you put on your ships to make it look like it's functional somehow.
Yeah.
Let's go up here. Go to the eagle. Yeah, it was called doodads or Nernies or greebles or greebles. It's changed over the years. Yeah. Here we go. So I'll show you this one, Cole. Let's see. This one, I think it was that one there, wasn't it? So this is the beginning stages of the Space 1999 Eagle.
Dang. I'm still tripping out of it, man.
Right, so I'm actually building. I've been building this entire thing. It was all on Twitch. So on my Twitch page, let me see. Where are you? Come on. There we go. There. So on my Chrome Illusion Twitch page, I'll just go to that main page here.
Greeble.
Yeah, exactly. So they're all on here. So we go to the video section. They're all recorded on here.
Awesome. So if you want to get nerdy on some more Lightwave, we got you.
Yeah, so I record all of my presentations. So okay, so let it go put like an octopus thing. What is that? What does that mean?
Oh, he's just dancing. He's dancing.
He's dancing. Yeah. Is that what that is?
He's hyped. He's doing,
Greeble is
dance.
Okay, so Greeble it is. Yes. Okay, so Greeble's a good thing. That's the name.
Yeah, I've heard Greeble before. I just never knew what it was.
But if you go online, you put in Nernies, it comes up just as well.
Yeah, Nernies is new for me, but I like that. I'm gonna try to get that one in my brains.
All right. Okay. So let's see. Let's do something. I'll share something with you. What should we do? What should we make?
I don't know. In Lightwave, let's see if we can make something simple. I mean, because it's
All
new
right,
to
how
me,
about
it's
this?
new to Clouder Space, and I'm sure it's new to a couple people.
All
So
right. Here we
maybe
go.
something that we could try, or I don't know.
All right. I tell you. How about like a cup or something?
Yeah, that'd be good. Even something simple, just to kind of give us an idea how the, you know, how to maneuver in
All right.
there.
All right. So I think I've got. Let me come over here and make sure I've got the templates. I know I have it. Let me come over here. Now I'm doing a Lightwave class, and so let me go over to my not presentation files, but my school files. And in school files, I have my Lightwave class. Yes, I should have my Lightwave class. School files, Lightwave. Let's see. Was it under Photoshop workshops? Huh. Now this happened before where Bridge wasn't seeing things like it's supposed to. Let me see real quick. Which is bizarre. Now I know where I put my stuff, so pretty good about that. So if I'm not seeing it there, something's wrong. Oh, let's see. Lightwave projects. There it is. I was looking in the wrong place, so I don't know where I put my stuff. All right, there we go. So here we go. All right, so let's go over here. 0 Lightwave class and my objects. I got images here. All right.
Look at all those folders, guys.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm impressed, man. I'm impressed.
Okay, let's see. We've got cups we can make. That would be something simple. Maybe I can show you how to do pipes or something.
Dude, that's awesome.
Let's see. Let's do a cup.
I'm all about it. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do that. Okay, let's open that up in Photoshop real quick. And the reason being is I want to dull this down. So I want kind of a gray looking image so that I can easily trace over it to make the 3D object without this visually being distracting. So what I'll do is here, let's hit Command M for curves. Go to my highlights, midtones, and shadows and just flatten them out.
Okay.
Like that. There we go. I think that'll work. And I suppose, there we go. So I suppose what I will do is, let's make this well, I'll tell you what, why don't I just duplicate this? Put that duplicate, bring it up in the filters, go to my camera raw filter, and see if I can just give it a little edginess to it. There we go. That's what I want. So it's easier for me to see what's going on, see those edges. This is a fairly flat looking image. All right, now I'm gonna go save this out as a JPEG. Okay, intro class image. I'm gonna call this one Sebastian.
Woo, I made the list.
Sebastian Mug.
I made it, everybody. I'm in one of the folders now.
That's right, Sebastian. Your own. You know what? I'm gonna put your name on it and send it to you. No, I'm gonna put your name on it in 3D and then awesome. 3D print it out and send it to you.
That'll be my first 3D printed thing.
If you get a 3D printed mug from Steve, that means you've arrived.
Yeah, that's awesome. I have something to blog about finally.
All right, so let's see. Where did the file go? Oh, I know. He's laughing.
Yeah.
It's like, I know where I put that damn file. It's somewhere in there somewhere. Okay,
send that clip to your students. Watch.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Close out Photoshop completely. All right, and let's go into Lightwave, which we are already there. Let's get out of this, and so what I'll do is I'm going to close this out. I'll go close all objects. Close all objects. There we go. Right. So now we're going to go up to our forward view. Okay. So top, front, and side view over here. Okay. So I'm gonna come over here, go to my D key for display.
Okay.
And what I want to do is I want to put an image somewhere where I can use it as a reference. So inside my display, hit the D key for display, shortcut for display, and the fourth tab from the left, I can go to background.
All right.
And I got a top left, top right, bottom left. I want the bottom left view. So with the bottom left view targeted, I'm going to go get an image to put inside. So load image for the images. All right, and if I remember correctly, D drive, Lightwave folder, 0 Lightwave class. Go to my images folder, and Sebastian, if I remember correctly, right there.
There I am.
JPEG. All right, there we go. All right. All right, so there's your mug. Now, so what we're going to do is I'm going to find a way to actually lathe this mug. And then I'm going to find a way to extrude along a path the handle.
Oh man, so we're going to work with 2 pieces.
Yeah, 2 pieces. So we'll start with layer 1. We're inside layer 1. If I want to go layer 2, layer 3, like number 1, hit number 2 on the keyboard, number 3 on the keyboard, and it just goes there, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so forth.
All right, on.
Back to number 1. Put my cursor over the back view. I'm going to hit the 0 key on my keyboard, and that will maximize that particular view. Alt and Control held down together, the left click and drag zooms in and zooms back out. Alt by itself will pan it. Okay. Now I'm going to go to a tool under the Create tab. So I want to create a 3D object, right?
Right.
I want to create any type of geometry, any type of points. It's done in the Create tab. So I come down here to Spline Draw. I'm going to utilize that. And I think what I'll do is, here's my 0 line, the little dark blue line. It's probably hard to see.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
But I'll do is I'll start from here and say that's the bottom of the cup. And I'm going to drag this around like so. Go to the side. Follow the curve around. Bring it on up. Bring it to the top. Define the edge of the cup. Just like so.
And how do you make those little curves? Are you clicking and dragging, or what is it?
Nope. I'm just clicking and releasing, and the places I can't. Yes, I can click and drag. So
like right there, how you have that little round corner.
Drag, that's where I can click and drag and round that corner off. Put another point there to help round that off. And then I'm going to come straight on over to here. Now that's curving too much, so I'll put another point right about there. See, take it to there, take it to here, and let's see, there we go. Now we're going to make it flat. All right, to here. So I'm going to make sure both of these are right on the line for 0, 0, 0. And then at this point, I think all I'm going to do is just hit enter to commit my changes. There. So what I have is a spline.
Yeah.
I'm going to select that. I have a spline. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So from this spline, I'm going to make the mug. Now, what's nice about a spline is if I go to I have several different editing modes. I got a spline editing mode, which is our edges, is what it's called. I can edit the polygons, or I can edit the points. And I can alter through each one of those editing modes with a space bar. So that's my point, that's my poly, and this is my points.
Okay.
So I'm going to take this top point here, select it. T key for translate, just like in Photoshop. Control T. Here's key in Lightwave, and I can move things around. I'll kind of flatten out that little lip there for the cup. All right, then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to inspect the rest of this. And to help me to inspect this, I'll go over to the poly editing mode and take a look at this here. All right, probably it's a little rough, but you know, it's just a Let's come over here and just grab some points. Go to point editing mode first. Okay, and then hit the T key. I'm gonna hit the Control T, because Control T now, or Command T, allows me to drag each individual point. The regular T without the control will drag the entire everything that's selected.
Oh, okay. So I'm thinking of Illustrator. One is like a selection tool, and the other is like direct selection tool.
Right. This is that. So Control T is direct selection.
Okay.
Okay. So we're done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to lathe this. Now this is all on the 0 axis. Now to ensure that my points are on 0 axis, I'm going to select those points, and I'm going to hit a command on the keyboard called Set Value. That's the V key on the for value on the keyboard.
All right.
Hit the V key, and this option comes up. So I want to align these on the X axis, and I want them to be on a 0, absolutely aligned to 0 axis.
Okay.
So if I click it, you see nothing happened because it was already aligned. However, if I were to take one of these and move it off like this, well, here, I'll just take it back down and put it close to there. And then V key, set value to see it snaps them all.
Bring it right back. That's cool.
Yep. Well, so let's see who else is on. We had more people just join us here, I think.
Yeah, it's been a bunch of people jumping in and out. What happens too is that like if you're signed into Twitch on like on your TV or something, you might not see the name. There's a couple folks in here.
Yep. It says 5 here, but okay. All right, so now
there's a couple people lurking. They might be watching us on their TV screen or something.
right. So there we go. So now let's lathe it. Hit the 0 key to go back to this view.
Y'all ready? He's about to make a cup for us. We're gonna have some coffee in the morning.
Yeah, coffee. 3D print out your own cups.
There you go.
So, all right. So now, Shift V is lathe. I want the numerics. Hit the N key for numerics. So I want to tell this how I want this to. Oops, that's the wrong one. My mistake. I hit instead mirror and not lathe.
Oh.
Shift L is lathe, not Shift V. Hit the N key. Boom.
Whoa. That's awesome.
Okay. All right. So there's our lathe cup. Now I'm going to hit enter. Now what we're looking at.
I was just tripping how fast it happened.
It's fast. It's super fast. So I'm seeing the cup from the inside out. I'm going to flip the polygon so we can see it from the front. That's the F key on the keyboard. There it is.
There it is.
So you see the little, iterations you have in there?
Yeah, yeah.
You can control that. Let's go backwards. Let's go back. All right. So let's go back to Shift L, hit the N key. Now, if you look at the numerics, it's on the y-axis, 24 points, right? Mm-hmm. I can give it more to make it smoother.
Oh, I get you. I'm thinking of like blending steps in Illustrator.
That's exactly what it is. It's blending steps. Now, Sebastian,
yep.
All 3D program is vector. That's all it is. It's all vector.
You know I'm all about my vectors, bro.
Yeah, you should be able to pick this up pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing all this stuff looks familiar. I'm getting excited.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna add a whole bunch of points in there. It's probably overkill, but I'm gonna hit the Enter key. Now hit the F key for. There you go.
There you go.
Smooth cut, right?
Yeah.
Real clean. So now, let's So cutter space is he's saying. I guess this is a clapping hand.
There you go. He's hype. He's hype.
So now let's go put on the handle.
Yeah.
All right. Now if we look at the cup, all right, but compare it to. It's a little bigger than my actual cup. Mm-hmm. That's no big deal because I can resize it down a little bit. So if I go hit the Shift H for the scale key or modify because anything that modifies a polygon, in other words, it's not adding more geometry, it's not taking away more geometry, it's going to modify it. That's over here under the modify tab, and I believe you have your scale, which is size. They call it scale of sizes right there. But I hit the Shift H for scale, and I'm going to bring it down. You see that one, scale, it fits within the cup. So I'm going to hit the T key for translate. I'm going to scale it up a little bit more, so Shift H again.
All right.
T key, moving it down. So now I want it taller, right?
Yeah. I'm waiting to see you break the aspect ratio now.
Right.
I'm over here. I'm hyped, man. I'm with my elbows on my knees, just staring.
So it's the H key. It's stretch. So put it down here and done. So now we're matching exactly our reference, or close to it.
There you go, bro. That's fresh.
Okay, so now it's going to get more fun. Okay, so I can put things in the background.
I'm hyped, bro. I bet you're laughing at me because I'm all excited over this simple stuff, but I've never seen this before, and it's making sense to me, so I'm hyped.
Yeah. It's all 3ds is vector. It's just a Word program. All this is a Microsoft Word in 3 dimensions.
Yeah.
Microsoft Word is that it's taking points and define it in the X and the Y in a 3rd dimension, and it's drawing lines between those points, which are vectors, and then filling in the face, so it becomes a shaded face, vector shape, a shade, a stroke, or a gradient.
Isn't it awesome how understanding removes the intimidation from things?
It's that. Yeah. All right, so I am in layer 2. I'm going to put layer 1 in the background. So anything in the background on my machine turns red.
Okay.
So you can't edit the background. It's just there to preview, so you have a reference to start piecing your other pieces together.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to go back to create. I'm going to go grab that spline draw once again. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to fill the screen with this view. Okay. A key fits all in view, like Control A.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to take the spline. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to start making my handle. And what we're going to use is a technique. It's an extrusion technique utilizing spline-based techniques, which Lightwave does all spline-based subdivision surfaces and hard body modeling. Okay, so now we're there. I want to find out exactly where this, well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter to commit my changes.
Okay.
Hit 0 to go back up to this top view, all 4 up view, and you can see my spline is in the right place.
Yeah, and then I had one question. When you were putting it in the handle spline, it looks like it goes into the cup a little bit. I'm curious to see how Lightwave handles that. Like, does it go through the cup? Is it inside the cup? Do you want it to touch against the surface, or?
Well, to answer your question, it depends on where you put it.
Oh, okay.
So I want it to go into the cup a little bit, but I don't want it to go through the cup.
Right.
Watch what I do. All right, let's make the handle. So now I'm going to make a new layer, put the other 2 layers in the background, like that. So now we can see our little red spline handle here.
Yeah.
And the cup in the background. Now let's go make the handle.
Yeah.
I think what I'll do is, let's see, we're going to go Shift X is making a box. And I'm going to go to this view to the side. So I'm going to go ahead and maximize this view now. Shift A fits selected in view. Okay. And I'm thinking the handle's going to kind of take on that shape. But hit the M key for numerics for the box. And I can tell it to have a radius. All right, now this you should be familiar with. Watch.
Yeah.
Add segments. Yeah. Right. So I'm gonna stay in that editing mode just to compare. So I'm gonna make sure everything's lined up right. I want to look at my reference. Okay, it looks good. I think that'll work. That'll work for now. I'm going to hit the Enter key, hit the T key. There's my object.
Whoa.
Let's go ahead and highlight this. There.
Yeah.
That's about right. And let's go take a look at it from the front view. I think that'll work.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See how it's connecting there.
Right. All right. Now, I'll show you something else real quick, but I'll do this one first. So now, I want to tell it to extrude along that spline. It's called spline extrusion. Now, remember, look at this here. This needs to be perpendicular and dead center on. And I want this to come inside the cup right there, just a little bit.
Right.
It's not going to go through, but it's not going to show a gap.
That's fresh, yeah.
All right. So now I'm going to go to, I put the spline in the front, and now my other little pieces in the back. Command T to make sure that, now see how it's not perpendicular?
Right.
All right, so I'm going to hit the quotation key, which flips the foreground and background. Now I can work with this. So hit the Y key and rotate it until it's perpendicular.
Ooh. Boom.
That may be dangerous for me to do because I gotta get the other one in the background. See, okay, that works. It's inside. It's inside the cup. And I think I'm going to want to move it down just a little bit right about there. Okay. All right. So let's turn off the cup. Now, with the main object in the foreground, I'm going to tell it to lay it all the way across.
Yeah.
So barrel extrusion, I think it's Control R. I forget what it is, but it's under the Multiply tab. And it's going to be under the More, I think. But I've got it in a little sub-menu here.
Okay.
Multiply. Under 3D Multiply, we got Rail Extrude. And click it. I can tell it how many I want, but I'm going to let it do automatically to see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, see?
Oh. That's awesome.
Well, obviously that's a little bit too square, but
Yeah, got a little bit of a spine. I mean, but dude, I
should do a circular one. Is what I should have done, but anyway, you get the point.
No, I dig it. I mean, it doesn't match the mock-up exactly, but that's still pretty cool like that.
Yeah, I'll have to do like a more of a circular piece in that one. So I messed up on that one, but you kind of
fresh, man.
But here's something else that might work. Let's try this. This might work. Let me go. I'm gonna go back. I'm just hitting Control Z. Now we took it away. There's another technique you can use. I want it to be exact, right?
Right.
All right. All right. Let's go to this one here. And this time, I'll tell you what. I'm going to flip those two. I'm going to delete this one. And instead, I'm going to use, under the Create tab, I'm going to use a disk, just a regular disk.
Okay.
Come over here to the side.
Yeah, that handle was bugging you, huh, bro?
Yeah, it's bugging me. I don't like it when it bugs me.
Yeah, we gotta get it right.
Gotta get it right. All right, so I don't want this to be thick in here, so I'm gonna just start there. I don't want it in that view. I want it in this view. There we go. Like that. Hit the enter key, T key to translate. Bring it on over. I can probably leave it like this, but I'll leave it like this, see what happens. For a reason. So I'm going to switch. Now, I'm going to make this larger, this spline larger. So Shift H, so it's outlining the outside of the cup. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm going to copy that. Control C. Now I'm going to take it back and outline the inside of the cup. And Control V.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I'm going to use a 2 spline extrude. Yeah. So it's going to match the exact shape. So if I come over here, let's go outline the entire shape. Let's see what I can do. Well, it's hard for me to see the points now. So now I don't want to do that. Let's go over here and let's do the points. All right, now Command T. And we're going to outline this exactly. All right. It's just a few that I need to kind of mess around with here.
Yeah.
There we go. And then bring that on down. Bring that up and around like so. Bring these down. That should work. It's just about there. Oops. Go back to Command T. There we go. Pull that out like so. All right, so we take a look at this. Let's go to Spline. That's what we've got.
Yeah.
Okay, so the idea is that this is going to mold along that shape.
Right.
All right, so let's see if it works.
Let's see it happen. I got my fingers crossed.
All right, so go over here. Grab that one. I think I can make that a little larger. Go to my Shift H. There we go. T key. Go to this view, take a look at it. Yep, looks good. All right, so I'm going to flip the polygons with the F. There we go. So that when it extrudes it properly, showing us the proper side.
Okay.
All right, so shall we go to multiply?
Let's do it.
And we're going to go over to my rail extrude. And we'll do automatic. Boom. There it is. It worked.
Whoa. That's super clean.
That's clean. Super clean. See, when you're doing 3D and you're doing it right, you don't want it to be almost there.
Yeah.
You want it to be exactly right.
No, you're right. Because if it's like almost there, it seems like if you kind of get it almost there, it exponentially gets worse as you continue to build.
Right, exactly right. It gets worse. No, you get into that world of hurt.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Let's see them all together.
All right, but let's get in there.
Sorry, I'm hyped.
So now, there we go.
Dang, that's fresh. We got a new mug, everybody, over here, Lightwave. That's my first time seeing Lightwave in action, man. This is super cool.
So you can see I got a little piece showing there, but let's move it back.
That's gonna bug you. I know it is, man.
Oh yeah, it will. So Cole's probably laughing. It's kind of like whatever. So I can change the surface of the mug. So, for example, how about if I give it all the same surface? So I can call it a mug. I hit the Q key on the keyboard. Call it a mug. And I'm going to tell it to smooth. Now watch the surface. Tell it to smooth out here. Let's see if I can get this. I can't do it. So it's a mug. I want to turn it like white. But I'm going to turn smoothing on Watch that surface.
All right.
Bing.
Oh, that looks legit now. Before it was kind of looking like a shower curtain rod.
Glossy.
Awesome.
It's glossy. Now, the reason why you want to be exact and like not almost there, because when you put this in a 3D printer, it's going to print all your mistakes.
Yeah.
Right? So you want to make sure this is right.
Absolutely. Ah, man, that's super cool, dude. And all right, so I got two things to ask you. So one is, do you want to put a graphic on this, or do you want to build something like this in Photoshop real quick?
Well, let's see. We can do both. Actually, we're going to bring this into Photoshop with the graphic, and we do the graphic in Photoshop.
Let's do it, man. That'd be cool, because I did want to see a little bit of Photoshop. Like, this is all getting me hyped to try to play around with it some more. So,
all right.
So anything you can do, that'd be cool. And then we'll just go ahead and wrap it up after we do some Photoshop stuff.
All right, that sounds good. So let's see. How can we do this? I'm trying to debate. Maybe I should just do a front projection or something like that. It should be done in the UV map. We should be using UV map. All right, we're going to use. I might as well show you the UV map.
Okay.
I'm going to go to my texture wire view so I can see exactly what my geometry is. I want to break this up in a way that I can easily anticipate how my map is going to look on my mug.
Yeah.
So we're going to utilize what's called UV mapping.
I like that.
All right. So Uvf Unwrapped is what I'm going to be using. That should be listed under my mapping section. And right down here, I should have it in my little menu here. So Uvf Unwrapped right there. Okay, Unwrapped. That's Unwrapped UVs. I'm not sure if that's the same thing. So let me go find this under more. Apply texture. That's not the one I want. Somewhere down here, more. There it is. ABF UV Unwrapped right there. It's that second to the last more menu.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna go to my texture option right down here in the bottom. That's where I'm gonna see my texture for a mug. All right, so now I'm gonna use splines to break this up. So I want to tell it exactly where I want Lightwave to break up this cup, so that it's going to be predictable.
All right.
So I'm thinking, let's go to the bottom and grab some splines here. Go to edge editing mode. Select two edges. Hit the right arrow key, and it'll select all the edges. It'll loop it. All right. So that looks good. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm using my edges like an X-Acto knife. So select this here, select this there, and select all this there to there. And I think, how would I want to do this actually? I think the way I want to handle this is to go up to there and grab these and loop that.
Yeah, actually Cole was already predicting. He said loop it.
I don't. Cole knows.
Cole knows.
All right, so I'm going to
Kyle doesn't know, but Cole knows.
Okay. All right. Loop it, damn it. Loop it now. Like a horror movie. Shoot the gun. Don't stand there looking at the creature getting ready to eat you. Shoot the gun. Get rid of extra points. All right. These stupid movies. They go into a cave, right? The monster's in the cave. Let's split up. Why do they keep doing that? It's like, do they think the audience is that stupid?
Yeah.
Why do they keep doing that? Every single monster movie, let's split up. Why do you guys do that? That's just ridiculous. Stick together. Okay,
those are my favorite.
Right. All right, so I've got the outside right. No, I think. All right, so the outside I'm happy with. So the bottom's going to come apart. It's the inside that I'm a little worried about. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just slice it just right down the middle.
All right.
You know what? We'll do the same thing on the inside. We'll grab 1, 2, loop that, and that should do it right there. That should do it.
Nice.
I think Cole would agree with me on that one. I think that should do it.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, the last thing I'll do is go and loop this. I'm going to select. I'll select these here, loop that around.
Mm-hmm.
That should do it. Yeah, that should be fine.
All right. So now you got the handle split.
I want to do the handle separately from the cup.
Cool.
So that's the cup. Oh shit! I hit the wrong thing. Ah, damn it! All right, here. I'll do the handle real fast. It'll be super fast.
There you go.
I'm gonna get rid of the spline. I don't need it anymore.
All right.
I'm gonna hit the delete key. Okay. I'm gonna go grab that handle. Command X. Put that in the second one. Make sure everything's out of there. V. Enter. Okay. So we're all together. All right, now, see that there?
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Okay.
So pull that in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull this in. I'm gonna go to my 4-up view. Watch. Just rotate it. That should take care of it.
Nice.
And put that back in. Okay, let's go take a look at it in the perspective view. That's just not there anymore. And it's in the cup.
Because I know that little notch was bugging you too. So.
Oh yeah, well it will. When it prints out, it's gonna bug you like crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So I mean, I can print wood too.
Oh, what?
So I'm thinking it's like it's like microfibers of wood suspended in the resin.
Whoa.
It's probably how it works.
Oh man, you're gonna have fun with that thing, dude.
So Lou, I mean, Lou, I'm not talking about here. So Cole, I bought a 3D printer.
You got a 3D printer, Cole.
It's a CR10. It's a 12-inch by 12-inch by 14-inch volume footprint. All right, there we go. Okay, now we have it. Now, so what we're gonna do? We'll do them separately. This one, I don't need these faces.
Okay.
So I'm going to select them, and I'm going to delete them.
All right.
Now I can loop it like Cole would recommend. All right. And it's done. There's my loop.
Nice.
You know what? I don't want to loop it that way. I want to loop it the other way. I want to go the other way. I want to go from the inside because we're not going to, if there's any seam issues, we're not going to see the inside much, right?
Right.
So hit that there. So we went on the inside. Now that's fine. Now I'm going to show you what it's going to do. Now, we're going to go over here where it says back view. I'm going to give it a UV texture map. So what UVs were originally designed for was for the gaming industry. 256 by 256 square, where within this pattern is where all your textures are going to live. Okay. Anything outside this square pattern, you will never ever see.
Okay.
It doesn't exist in the world. This is a 2D world. It's basically a flat Earth world.
Okay.
All right. So now that I have my edge selected, that edge is going to tell Lightwave where it's going to cut it, and then unwrap everything out. Okay. Right. So if I come over here, second to the left, let's see, what's that? The Uvf Unwrapped. Select it. That should do it. If I come over here to the texture, there it is, right there. It's right there. If I click on it.
Oh, I see it now. Oh, I see it now. Okay, cool. Oh, all right.
Right?
Flatten it out. That's cool.
Right. So let me go to my W menu, or is it, let me see if I can go this way. I forget sometimes. Go to my. Okay, I need to go to my. Is it F12 or is it F? No, it's not F12. F8.
And bro, just so you know, you got some orders from Mugs already in the chat.
All right, you got it. Yes, reaching my mind. What did he say? He said, yes, reading my mind. Yep. So here's my texture. It says unwrap. I'm going to double click it, or here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to rename it and call it handle, so I don't forget. Done. All right, now let's go do the mug.
Okay.
All right, let's go to full view. Okay, not that view, that view. Let's start by, let's see. Yeah, we'll go right. It flattens out right about there. Here, yeah, then loop it. Come up here, loop it. All right. I don't want the bottom this. So I'm going to just right click, draw around all this. That'll get rid of that.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to come up to the front face and loop it. All right, so there I go again, screwing things up. Wait a minute, I did screw things up. I put the seam in the wrong place, didn't I? What's the matter with me? I'm just not paying attention today.
Oh, that's all good, bro. We off the clock right now.
Oh, good. Now, see, I want the seam to be in the back, not in the front. Silly me. All right, so I'll just do this again. No big deal. So right there, I want it to be right there instead of in the front. Okay, loop it. There we go. Yep, I did exactly what I wanted to do.
All right, cool.
Now come back. Now I don't need to see that that handle anymore. I've got it in the right place. Okay. Go around the top. Loop. Just the right arrow key. Go to the bottom. Loop. Now, so basically, the front face is split up exactly the way I want it.
Cool.
The bottom is split up exactly the way I want it. So the only issue is the interior, which I think it looks pretty good too, actually. I was like, that's the only thing I need to do in the interior is probably just loop it around the side here. I think the program will figure it out from there. All right, grab that, and loop it there. I think that's fine. I think it'll figure it out from here. All right, let's go to Uvf Unwrapped. So let's go over here to this view. Second down, Uvf Unwrapped. Take a look at it. There's a new unwrap. There it is. Ooh. See? Clean.
Chops
so
it
what?
Up.
It clean. It's clean. So let me save this. So Command S, and I want to save it back in my Lightwave projects. We'll put this back in the student file. So my 0 Lightwave class objects, and what do we call this? The Sebastian mug.
Oh, there we go. I'm back, guys. I'm gonna have to get my own folder soon, bro. I'm gonna have to get my own folder on your hard drive.
If we do more of these, then we definitely have to get you your own folder.
Yeah, let me know. When I get my own folder, I'm gonna put it in my bio. It'll be on my LinkedIn bio.
All right. So now we've got. I gotta rename it. F8, right? Yep. So texture, UV unwrap, right click, rename it, mug. Okay, we got 2 UV maps. Now let's go get our surfaces.
Okay.
Q key, mug. Go to the handle, Q key for surface, handle. Spell it right. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's put them together. All right, so I'm hit the S key to save it. All right, I'm going to hit the F function 5 key for the surface editor. I'm going to select, there's my handle, there's my mug. I'm going to give them the standard attributes. So instead of the principal BS, I'm not even going to talk about what that means. That's basically for your node editing capability.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to this standard for now, just to keep things simple. And it reset the color, by the way. So I can go back now and say handle. Actually, handle and mug are the same. They have the basic same surface attribute. So we can get them both white.
Okay.
And click OK. So I can do them both at the same time as long as I have a multiple selected. And then I'm going to say specularity. Give it some specular. So when I start to move this around, see how specular
it's shiny.
It's shining, glossiness, and which affects the shine. How about some little bit of reflectivity in there? You know, right? Not that we're going to have anything to reflect, but you know, it's all right. So there's a little shiny mug. Okay, now I'm gonna hit S key on the keyboard. Now, what I need to do is I need to now let's see. Will Photoshop accept this without? Maybe it won't. I'm gonna do something. Let's do this. Well, I'm wondering if Photoshop's going to accept it. Oftentimes, I find I have to actually apply an image to it for Photoshop to see the UV. I'm not sure if that's necessary. I'm going to give it a try.
Yeah, let's give it a shot, man.
I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to get out of the UV modes. I don't need to see this anymore. So come over here, go back to my back view. There we go. Save it. Now we're going to save this as an OBJ. All right, so let's go to export. Where's OBJ? Oh, I put it here. Well, if it's not there, I know it's over here. So I'm going to come over here to my Create tab. Let's see. No, let's save, export, and go look for my. Right there.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. So we're going to go back to Lightwave objects, go to my class, objects here, and the Sebastian mug.
Woo!
Well, it's already saved. It's Sebastian. I just spelled your name too.
It's all good, man. I'm just happy to be a part of this.
All right. So Sebastian OBJ. I'm gonna put in a new folder. So
there we
Sebastian
go. There you go. I made it. Guys. I got my own folder now in the Alienware hard drive.
All right. That's right. Alienware. 17R4 is a beautiful machine.
Oh man, I love that.
Love it. I do everything with this machine.
Yeah, man.
All right. So, UV map. Oh, you know what we forgot to do?
What's up?
We got to go back. We got to go back because that's what it was that was bugging me. Function 5 key. This isn't going to work. It's not going to work for this reason because we didn't apply the texture yet. We didn't tell the surface to use the UV properties.
Okay.
Oh, go to the handle, under the color, texture, use what for the projection? UV. What UV do I want to use? The handle. Right? Now, I know it likes to have an image. I tell you what, I'll just go grab any image. It doesn't matter. I'll just load anything. It doesn't matter. Let's load the
Starbucks is cool. It seems to be fitting.
Yeah, it's not gonna. We're gonna change it, but there it is. Okay, it's mapped to it. All right. So now let's go back. We'll say that's good. That's good. Go to the mug, color, Do we want planar? No, we want a UV. What UV do I want to use? I want the mug UV. What image we're going to use? We'll utilize our logo there. And there it is. Okay. So see, it mapped it all over the entire surface. Now we're going to change this. Don't worry about it now. We're going to change this. All right. Now that should work. So hit the S key. Now we're going to export this. Save export. And save it as an OBJ. And then we're going to call this one Sebastian number 2.
Yes.
Just so we just so that we, as an education. There we go. But we're going to have a little bit of a problem in that for Photoshop, in order for this to work, that Starbucks file has to be in the same folder.
Okay.
So I'm going to copy it, and under the objects, Sebastian mug, I'm going to place it right in there so it sees it. Okay. I think that should do it.
All right.
That should do it. All right, let's go into Photoshop.
Let's fire up the Photoshop. Man, where did John's name go? I just see Thomas Knoll now. I don't see John's. I don't see John Knoll anymore.
No, I should leave them both on there, just out of great, just being graceful,
Yep.
All right, let's do a 5x5 inch, 200 ppi file. No, I'll go a little higher res. Let's go to image size over here and make it 300.
Nice.
Okay. All right, so 3D tab. I always like to work with the properties attached to my 3D pad tab. Let's say Windows, Properties. Okay. All right, we're gonna go and we're gonna select a file. Go get a file. Click the Create tab. Where is the file? Here under Objects, under Sebastian Mug, and we want the number 2.
Okay.
OBJ. It sees it. This is for 3D printing. Now I'm gonna ignore it for now and bring it in. Yeah.
There we go.
It worked.
There we go.
All right. So V key. There's our mug. It's a beauty. It's a beauty.
Yeah, that's fresh. This is the first time I've seen a 3D object from actual 3D program come into Photoshop and be able to look like this.
All right, cool. So now what we'll do is we got to go change our texture. So here's our mugs over here. Under 3D, it's my mug. Underneath the map mug is my texture. So,
I didn't think about that. You can map textures in here.
Whatever I do in Lightwave, it honors it. Whatever you do in any 3D program, it honors it. Exactly the way you did in your 3D program.
That's fresh.
So there's the handle, and there is the mug. We're going to change this one. So the handle, with the handle selected, the texture right down here under diffuse, that's your color. Edit the texture, and see, there's your UV map.
Yeah.
See, there's your UV map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it, go to layers, tell it to just get rid of the Starbucks. I'll just make a new layer, get rid of that one. Okay, so we don't need this. Commit S, Control S, click OK, Command W.
And they're gone. Is that like going inside of a smart object or something?
This is weird. You know what? It didn't. Why did it not? It did something unexpected.
Okay.
Here, let me undo that. All right. It did something I didn't expect.
Okay. What's that? What you got?
It didn't treat both the handle and the mug as two separate UV maps, and it should have. I know it should have because I do it all the time. I can have 15, 20 UV maps and Photoshop will recognize it. So I'm wondering if maybe that's what it is, because I know what it is. No, it isn't. It's not. No, okay, I know what's going on now. It is recognizing the UV map separately. It's just that we use one image.
Oh, right.
We use the same image. So what it's doing is referencing that one image.
That makes sense.
So what we need to do is get rid of the images or replace the textures. So I can go to the handle and tell it remove the texture. See?
Oh, okay.
All right, so it's just removing the texture. Yeah, Cole thought he had me on that one.
I bet he
Had to
did.
pick on somebody. So you said sick. All right, so now let's go to the front mug. Let's go to 3D. Go to mug and tell it to remove its texture too. All right, so let's go edit texture of the mug. So we're in the mug. Go to diffuse, new texture, silly. Load the texture.
Cool.
You got it. Load the texture. That's the Lightwave project, intro to Lightwave class, objects. Go there, go to my images, go get my Starbucks. So I got to go down here and tell it to go to my all formats. There we go. There's my Starbucks logo. Okay. It resized it big, right?
Yeah.
So here, well, it shouldn't do that. Okay, I'm anticipating a problem, but let me see. Let's go and edit the texture. There we go. This is why it's coming big, because it's covering the whole damn thing. I got which one's the front face and which one's the back of the side. Remember? So here, go to layers. Come on, go to layers.
Just thinking about it.
Doing this thing. All right, here, let me hit the S key, Command S. Okay, there we go. There's my layers. Now, I'm going to unlock this. Let's go select. Use the magic wand, select all that white. Delete it.
Okay.
Okay. Right click, make it a smart object. Command T. Alt Shift together to constrain my proportions. And let's go find out where exactly this should be fitting. So now, Windows Arrange. I'm
you
still
gotta commit. There you go.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Windows Arrange tile vertically. Okay. Hit the V key. Pull that on over. Let's see. Now hit Command S. Yeah, whatever. Boom. There it is.
There it is.
There it is. Okay, so Starbucks.
That's
Yeah,
fresh.
that was a low resolution logo, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's all good. I just wanted to see the workflow, kind of how it went through.
So we hit over here, hit the move tool. Let's see, it's because the Starbucks is kind of, yeah, that's the side of the mug there. So if we want to bring it to the top, rotate it this way. Let's see whereabouts it's located on the we want on the side, right? So we want to be closer to the right or left. Let's see if I bring it this way. There it is.
There it is. So that way, if I'm left-handed, it'll be facing out when I'm drinking it.
Exactly. So we want one on either side. Alt key. Drag it on over. I think that should work. Command S. There it is.
Ah, that's fresh, man.
Okay, that should work.
This is really cool, actually. I work at a t-shirt shop a couple times a week, and they make mugs, and they're looking for a new way to mock stuff up. I might suggest this to them.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at the inside of the cup down there. It's just, oops, it's just nice. Let's bring the lighting across. Go to my 3D, infinite light, shine on the inside. Yeah, look at those corners.
Just inspecting in there.
I'm going to mess with the quality of light here. Go to my properties and let's soften the light source. There we go. Bring this around. Let's go to the light source. There we go. Let's bring in another light source from the other side. Let's add one more here. Infinite light. Bring one from the back. Let's change the color of the light. Let's go over to here. Give it kind of a strange little color like so.
Okay.
There we go. And let's make that main light source over here. Let's get more of a yellowish. More of a yellowish white. It's more of a warmer color. I think the intensity is probably low. That's 90. That's 90. I think what it's probably the reflection properties on it. Oh, that's what it is. I know what it is. Over here, the environment. Yeah. Turn off the IBL lighting.
Oh,
boom.
right.
The IBL lighting kind of helps a little bit. Now, let's use another image for IBL lighting.
Let's do it.
Let's go and replace the image. Let's go find something. What could we find? I've got a folder in here.
I bet you got a ton, bro.
Yeah. Problem is, I wasn't thinking of doing that today, so I didn't. Why too? We'll just go over here and.
It's all good. That's why we off the clock, man.
Yeah, we're definitely off the clock. I got something over here. I've got presentation files here. I've got even better stuff. My student work files under my. Let's do this. D drive. Go to my school files, and I've got student work files right down here. There we go. All right, and then we've got the beach scenes. We'll utilize those. Okay, so we'll get a beach scene. I'll just pick one. We'll pick this one. All right, there we go.
All right.
So there's my beach scene. All right, and now we can turn down the intensity of the light sources themselves. So that warm one, let's just take that more to there. Okay, so let's bring down the intensity. Let's see what it looks like without the lights.
Yeah.
Go. Let's just turn the eyeball off on the two light sources. There we go.
Nice.
Then we're just lighting it with the image-based light.
Nice.
See that? Nice. Because remember we added that reflection properties to it.
Yeah.
So if let's go to the mug itself. Let's see if reflection is even up. Yep. That's that's refraction. That's refraction. Refraction should be 1.3. Where's reflection?
A little bit higher, just below shine.
That's reflection there. So we bring up reflection a little bit. See?
Yeah.
It's using that image-based light.
Yeah.
To reflect into the cup. See?
Yeah. That's cool.
Isn't that cool?
That's super cool, man. I'm digging it.
All right. So let's go. Let's save this one. Let's close. Oh, shut up. Close it out. There we go. All right. Now, let's give this a background.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, just finish this one off, and then we'll be good to go, man.
Yeah, let's give it a background. Let's give it a little gradient background. So, foreground and background color.
So, what are you planning on doing? You want to make it look like it's sitting on something, or are you just gonna?
Yeah, make it look like it's in a studio shot or something like that.
Cool.
All right, so flip it around. like sitting on the.
This is good that you're showing us this because Kyle does not know how to do this.
Now you've got it recorded.
There you go.
All right, so from here, go back to this. Let's move. I'm gonna go up here to 3D. Move object to ground plane. Actually, I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna go 3D, and it's that's over here. So go to my 3D panel. Go to my mug. Mug and handles all in one. That's beautiful. In fact, I want to go 3D. Group all objects in scene. There we go. So it puts it all in one group. Then here, I'm going to reset the location. And then I'm going to tell it to go to 3D. Move object to ground plane. There we go.
Ah, that's cool.
All right, now from here, I'm not going to do that one. I want to click on the ground plane. There we go. Let's render it. Hit the M key for the selection tool. Let's just render a small portion.
Oh, I didn't realize you could do that.
Yeah, Command Option Shift R. It's a shortcut.
That's fresh.
There it is. Now it's going to render it. Reflections, all the beauty that's there. Because we need a better logo, make a better higher res image. But
it's all good. Nah, that's fresh. Because Kyle never knew how to make mugs before. He used to work at the t-shirt shop. And he just had no idea how to make mugs. So this is great.
You can say Steve showed you.
Yeah. He does now. He knows how to do it now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fresh. I didn't know you could just render out a portion of it. That'll definitely come in handy because, you know, sometimes when we're playing around with basic 3D stuff, you go to render and it's like, all right, it's going to take 15 minutes, even for like a simple one.
Yeah, you do it. I can go to my lasso tool, right?
Yeah.
I can get like do like that, and then go render.
And it'll just render that portion.
Just render that portion.
Oh, that's fresh. That's super cool, man.
Right? Okay, let's do a full render real quick before we go.
All right.
So let me stop that. In fact, let's actually move. Go to my 3D. Okay, that's my camera. Move it closer. There we go. There we go. Select the scene itself. Rotate the mug. Oh, that's really being thicker on me here. Okay. All right. Command Option Shift R. Now we're rendering the entire thing.
All right, cool. And it gets the shadows and all that stuff in there too.
Yeah, shadows are in there. You can see them.
Kyle just said he has all the knowledge now, so he'll be ready.
Well, Kyle, no, you don't.
No, you don't, bro. This is just day one.
No, I didn't show you guys hardly. I showed you guys hardly anything.
Nah, this is great, man. I'm telling you, like, this is cool for us. We don't really know what we're doing in 3D, so I learned a lot.
Look at the edges down there, looking clean.
Oh yeah, I love it, man. That's an awesome mug, bro. Good job on the mug, bro.
Thanks.
I'm
Had a little problem over here. This got connected somehow. I wasn't paying attention, but I'll get it right next time.
It's all good. All right, man. So what's up? Did you want to let it render, or we're good right there with the render, right? Or you want to see a little bit more?
Do you want, you want me to send you the PSD file?
Sure, that'd be cool.
All right, so you can have it. People might want to use it.
Yeah, that'd be cool, and I'll make it for upload. Just hit me up, and I'll send you the link to download it or whatever.
All right, that's good. We'll do. All right, so I'll do that. It should be small enough to send it to you through Facebook.
Yeah, just shoot it on over. That'd be cool. Kyle likes it, so we're good.
Kyle's happy.
As long as Kyle is happy. Even though he wanted a wooden mug though, so he could drink coffee the way Jesus did. But this will have to do for now, bro.
Did they do coffee in Jesus' time?
I don't know. That's what he thinks. So we just we'll just go with it.
Yeah. They were doing something.
Yeah. Absolutely. But nah, man, this looks fresh, dude. Thank you so much, man.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me on board.
Yeah, what's up? Any regrets? Any regrets coming on?
No.
All right, cool. All right, man. So what we'll do then, you have any final words before we go ahead and wrap it up?
San Diego Photoshop Users Group meeting at the Art Institute of California in Mission Valley next Saturday from 1 to 3.
Yeah.
I also have workshops coming up, so if anybody's interested, they can contact me directly.
Where do you want them to hit you up at?
Give me an email. I'm going to type it in. So Steve at chromaillusion.com. Make sure I spelled that right there. I think I did. There we go.
Steve at chromaillusion.com, and you got
That's
the
right.
link to that in the chat for those of you guys watching the VOD or for you guys watching live.
Right.
All right, for sure, man.
That's it.
Let's see.
That's it.
All right, man. So let's get up out of here. It's already like, what time is it
8
now?
o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock. I haven't had dinner yet.
Past.
Oh, that's all good. I was hyped. I was into it. I'm telling you, man. And but nah, thanks everybody for checking it out. Oh, and actually, real quick before we head all the way out, Co wants to make sure that we give DTLA, downtown LA a shot. So we're gonna be at tomorrow. Here, let me bring you back over here, bro. Make sure people can see you. So tomorrow you're gonna be at downtown Los Angeles. Where at?
Well, tomorrow is going to be, I'll tell you exactly, I'll show you exactly where we're going to be. Let's go over here to my...
and make sure to look up DMALA, Digital Media Artists, Los Angeles.
I'll do that right now. Let's see. Because on my Facebook page, I actually saved, here we go, I actually saved the link, I think.
Here we go. I got your Facebook page up now.
It
was cool. I was out of here already. I already had the closing screen up and everything. We did like the Marvel movies. Like,
yeah, you gotta wait to the end.
Yeah,
the very
come
end,
right
you gotta miss something. I gotta send that Chromaillusion Twitch. Oh, that's another one. That's hold on a minute. I've got it right on my front page. All right, there we go. All right, on the clock. Let's go back down past all this stuff. There it is. Okay, now tomorrow, Los Angeles Adobe User Group. Let's go to the page. So we're going to be meeting, I think, where is it going to be meeting at? This is going to be at General Assembly.
Oh, that's a great spot.
Yeah.
General Assembly, downtown Los Angeles. Oh, it's good stuff. Good eats around there, too.
Oh, yeah, 350 East 2nd Street, number 400.
Yeah, Little Tokyo.
Right.
Oh, man,
So,
good stuff.
I'm going to put this link in there if anybody sees it before tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and share it. Feel free to share it with folks, and then they'll be able to catch it out that way. But it's a good spot. I go actually TA there on Saturdays.
All right.
It's a great spot. A lot of good food around there. Just walk around and enjoy the space. It's good stuff. Cool.
So where do you TA? With whom? What?
General Assembly. When Hannah Messer has some classes over there, she invites me to TA with her.
Okay.
And so I'll be over there, get a little spin fish or maybe some cola, definitely some mochi ice cream. Oh man,
that's great. You got to tell me where to go.
Yeah.
Send me a message on where to go there for dinner and stuff.
You got it for sure, bro, for sure. So you guys got a bunch of stuff to look up. Make sure you check out Stephen Burns, Chromaillusion, the San Diego. God, I'm saying that wrong.
Photoshop User Group.
San Diego Photoshop User Group, LA Adobe. Digital Media Artists, Los Angeles, DMA.
Okay, so we got codes we have to do a shout out to. So
that's a big group too. The third Tuesday every month.
The third Tuesday, so MTLA. So www.mtla.
DMALA, Digital Media Artists.
DMALA.
Perfect.
.com.
They're on Facebook. I think. I don't even know.
Is it on Facebook?
Yeah, just look them up on Facebook.
Here, go to Facebook at DMLA. So DMLA. I should be a member of that.
If not, bro, I'll jump you in, bro. You'll be a member.
All right.
There you go. You already joined.
Okay, it's got 1,400 members.
Yep, and they do work too. It's good stuff. They always have great meetings.
All right.
Big turnout. A lot of fun.
So DMLA, guys, check this out. It's a little blurry on here. Maybe it's just resolving.
It's all good.
Now, also check out the Photoshop users group online. So
Let's see, check them out. Go ahead, throw it up.
Right there. There we go. So that's it there. Right now we're about 25,000 members, going on 26,000. So yeah, this is a cool one too. Definitely check this out. A lot of enthusiastic, a lot of good work being showed here.
Yeah. So there you go. You guys got a bunch of different resources to check out. If this is a good way to be, stay connected with other creative professionals.
Yep, absolutely.
But, yeah. All right, bro. Well, we threw enough info at them already. Thanks everybody that was watching live. All you guys in the chat, and anybody that ends up checking out the VOD later on.
All right. Thank you, Sebastian. Thanks, Cole. Thanks everybody. Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you, man. So, man, let's go get some tacos, bro. I'm starving.
I'm hungry too. I'm gonna get a shrimp salad.
Woo! Woo!
All right, man.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, peace, man. See you soon.